All right, this is example 4. What's up, sixth graders? This says identify the outlier in example 3. And then remember, an outlier is an oddball, like one that doesn't really fit with the rest. So it could be a lot greater, it could be a lot less than the most of your data. So it says find the mean, median, and mode without the outlier. So you're going to take that out and then do all the same math again. Okay? So it says the price of 122 is much greater than any other price, so it is the outlier. So with the outlier, the mean, median, and mode were as such. Take the outlier out, and your mean changes to 38. Your median is 37, and your mode is still 20. So without the outlier, your average is going to go down, and your median is going to go down. So the mean is affected most by the outlier. Look how it dropped 10.5 points. So that answers the question, which does it affect the most? Identify the outlier in extra example 3. I forget what that was, but it'll show us in this video.
Without the outlier. Which measure does the outlier affect the most? The data values are 85, 70, 60, 10, 89, 85, and 63. With the outlier, you can find the mean is 66, the median is 70, and the mode is 85. Remember, an outlier is a data value that is much greater or much less than the rest of the data values. To find the outlier, order the data values from least to greatest. Now that the data values are ordered from least to greatest, we can see that 10 is much less than the rest of the data values. So, 10 is the outlier. Now we can find the mean, median, and mode without the outlier. Let's start with mean. Add the remaining data values together and divide by the total number of data values without the outlier. There are 6 data values, so we will divide by 6. The sum of the data values is 452. 452 divided by 6 is 75.3 repeating. Now let's find the median. First, order the data values from least to greatest. Next, cross out values from the left end and the right end until there are only 1 or 2 data values remaining. In this example, there are 2 data values remaining. To find the median, add these 2 values, 70 and 85, and divide by 2. 70 plus 85 is 155. 155 divided by 2 is 77 and 5/10. So, 77 and 5/10 is the median. Now let's find the mode. The mode is the data value that occurs most often. So, looking at our ordered data, we can see that 85 appears twice, and every other number appears only once. This means that the mode is 85. Now we need to determine which measure the outlier affects the most. To do this, we will find the change in each measure with and without the outlier. First, the change in the mean with and without the outlier is 9.3 repeating. The change in the median with and without the outlier is 7 and 5/10. The change in the mode with and without the outlier is 0. The greatest change that results from the removal of the outlier is 9.3 repeating. So, the outlier affects the mean the most.
There you have it. They affected the mean or the average the most. All right, let's try one on your own here. So the times in minutes it takes 6 students to travel to school are 8, 10, 10, 15, 20, and 45. Identify the outlier. Find the mean, median, and mode with and without the outlier. Which measure does the outlier affect the most? So you have a lot of stuff to do here. Let's just start with each one. Identify the outlier. Looks to me like it's probably 45. These are already in order for us. So 45 is the outlier. So now I need to find the mean, median, and mode with the outlier. Add them all up. Divide by 2, or divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So do all of that with the outlier and then remove the outlier and do it with just these numbers. So try that on your own. Ready? 1, 2, 3, pause. All right, now that you're back, hopefully you tried this out. Let's take a look. So 45 is the outlier. With the outlier, the mean is 18, the median is 12.5, and the mode is 10. Without the outlier, the mean is 12.6, the median 10, and the mode is 10. The mean is affected most because it changed the most without the outlier. All right. If you're not sure how we got there, I know we're going really fast. Go ahead and pause it if you need to, or come see me